Hey y'all, Bay here bringing you Captain Tsubasa Dream Team, and today there's no Dream Collection. I don't know if they might bring it next Monday or maybe even tomorrow, I don't know. They might do it. But for the moment, instead of Dream Collection, a real football player is here, are here. It's Guti, Roberto Carlos, and Morientes, right? I don't know if I'm pronouncing them right, but they are here. And the style of the transfer is the same as how it was for Roberto. Not this Roberto, but the other, the one that's in the manga. Well, these guys I heard are in the manga as well, but I don't know. I haven't read that part. So, but anyways, it's the same style. So every 30 pull, you get 10 pulls free, and then plus you get you have a chance to get like a black ball or other prizes as well. So it's exactly the same. And let's go over these characters. Are they good? Jumping to the conclusion, they are super good. So I have created the Excel as always. On the left is Morientes, in the middle is Roberto Carlos, and on the right is Guti. So let's go on from Morientes. How good is he? So look at his stats. His original is on the left. His in the middle is when you add the physical part up, and then on the right is when you put together the passive. So his passive is penalty area master 20%. So it's like national team 11 or like Tachibana twin. So when you're in the penalty area, all your parameter goes up by 20%. So if you do that, look at his offensive stats. Everything exceeds 11,000. And when it comes to shot, it exceeds 13,000. This is like one of the best shooting stats on the game. Yeah. One of the best. Even when you include like Roberto or all the great characters like Fest Schneider or Fest Santana, he is one of the best. He is at the same level, okay? Or he might be even better because if you look closely, he has a good for low ball and high ball. And his passive is penalty area master, so it links really good. Plus, his skills are high ball and low ball. And of course, he has ground shot as well, but his specialty is high ball and low ball. So when you combine everything up, I don't have the total number figure after multiplying the stats by 1.125, which you get when you have a good when you're good at low ball or high ball, but it becomes even better than this, okay? So by like 12.5%. So it's so good. And because not only his stats are good, but also, sorry, everything is in Japanese, but if you look at the bottom part where I listed the skills that he has 3 S skills. One is sky high, which is a high baller shot. And his this shot's maximum strength is 480 when it reaches level 99. So when you multiply this 480 by 13,451, which is his shot power, the actual shooting power will become 64,565. Do you know how strong this is? You remember the very recent Tsubasa that came together with Roberto, right? He was supposed to be one of the strongest shooter in the game when you add the passive he has, which was, I forgot the name, but he gets a 30% boost at max, right? When you do that, he's like at this level. So already this dude Morientes is already at the same level, which means he is one of the best shooter in the game. Plus, don't forget to multiply his stats by 12.5% on top of this because he's good at high ball or low ball, okay? And even for his low ball, I forgot, whatever diving header, which is an S skill, is also 475 at max. So this is super strong too. It's not as strong as Sky High by 5, but it's really close, and if you multiply this by his shooting stats, it'll become 63,892. So you get how strong this is, right? So whether you get high ball or low ball, it doesn't matter. You have both super strong shots, and he's good at both high and low ball. So this guy is awesome. Plus he has this ground shot on the bottom, 455 at max, and it's weaker than the high ball or low ball shot, but still, because his stats so strong, it becomes 61,000. And you know what this 61,000 mean? This means it's at the same level as Fest Schneider Neofire 99, or like Fest Santana Golden Flying Drive Shot 99. It's like that level with the lowest strength shot for him. So this dude is just insane. But of course, this guy's passive is Penalty Area Master, which means for the ground shot, you have to be in the penalty box or else you won't get the exact figure, of course. But still, he's a forward. He has high and low ball, so it's not that hard to give the ball to him, right? So this guy is strong. And his team skill is European plus agility, all parameter up by 15%, or just European 10%. Okay? Plus. Together with this gacha, they brought a few more of these characters because there was never these characters in the game, right? So it's that means you won't be able to give skills to them. So I guess Clab thought of that, and they brought together some SR character per each and login bonus SSR character, who has, for Morientes, he has Twin Shot S, Galaxy Combination S, which is a 1-2 you can do with these three characters, which doesn't make sense to me because two of them, Morientes and Guti, they are European, but Roberto is South American, right? So if you need all three of these characters to do this 1-2, that means someone will not get the team skill boost, right? So it doesn't make sense, but it's here, so it's like that. So I don't know what. And also he has a technique dribble, which is a dribble. I don't know if I'm saying it right in English, but that too. Plus from the SR transfer limited character, there's a pass, so it's good. His stats, as you can see, is all above 11,000. So by putting pass and dribble to him, he even 1-2 if you can put all three of these guys. But if you put all these, you'll be able to, because his stats are all so high within the penalty area, he could not only shoot but also dodge other opponents by like passing or like even dribbling if you're not having the ball up in the air. So this guy is super OP. That is for sure. Okay, and next up is Roberto Carlos, and this guy is even crazier, to be honest. This guy, Morientes was forward, right? But this dude is a defender. But look at his stats, dude. Look at his stats. His passive is combination natureza 15%. So if you do that, it's the right cell. And his dribble becomes 13,200. This is like unbelievable for a defender, right? This is probably like the highest stats ever on the game. And he's a defender. It's just so crazy. Right, and his shooting power, look at it. It's 14,500. This is by far the best shooter on the game, although he's a defender. And his pass is crap, okay? And because he's a defender, his tackle is 13,355. This is crazily strong. It's like as strong as Matsuyama, the Dream Collection Matsuyama, who is supposed to be one of the, was or is still the greatest tackler on the game. But this Carlos is at the same level, almost at the same level. So that's how strong. But the thing is, because he has such a high stats on the offensive side, although he's a defender, all he can do defensive is tackle. His block and intercept is really low, so I don't think you should use that. Just use tackle to whoever you match up with. Whether he has a really strong shot, it doesn't matter, just tackle. This is that kind of character, I think. And his team skill is toughness, South American boost by 15%, or just South American 10%. and his skills on the bottom. So I don't know how you call it in English, but he has as a main skill S rank shot. And this is really insane. It's the 99 when it reaches level 99, its strength will become 495, which is like one of the best shot on the game. And he already has, like I said, strongest shooting stats, right? So if you multiply these together, his actual shooting figure will become 71,795. This is so damn, it's not the number one shooting stat in the game, for sure, this guy. Although he's a defender. And this shot, it doesn't lose momentum shooting from distance. Plus, it blows away up to 2 people. So it's like the very initial Santana's shot or Bunnak, the event Bunnak shot. So it's gonna be crazy. It doesn't lose strength shooting from distance. It blows away people. And he has this super strong OP shooting stats. So how can you stop? I'm using green type. I'm raising Salinas. It's now his main punching skill is now level 50. But if this dude shoots at me from like center of the field, I don't think I could stop it. Even when my safety zone activates. That's how strong this guy is. Yeah. And also he has a top speed tackle, which is 455 when it reaches level 99. And because he has such a high tackle stats, his actual tackling figure will become above 60,000. This is really strong. It's really strong. It's not as strong as Matsuyama. Matsuyama has like 66,000, I think. But it's strong for sure. It exceeds 60,000. That's strong. Yeah, definitely. I think this guy's tackle could even stop like strong shots even. That's how strong I think this is. And also he has a S rank dribble, which is also 455, and because his dribble is super high, it's 13,000, his dribbling stats at the end will also exceed 60,000. So this guy is just crazy. I can't believe he could only do defender. Yeah, I want to use him as forward, but there's gonna be so many people shooting from distance. I'm pretty damn sure, and I really fear that this might break the balance of the game, because if you have this dude, you don't have to go up, just pass the ball to him, just shoot from wherever you are, and I think, well, at least the opponent will have to use S catch or punch or whatever, the best move. Which means, the goalkeeper will lose stamina by doing that. And you won't be able to dodge other, opponent's shot at the end. So it's going to be... I really fear that this might be a balance breaker. I hope it doesn't. Or maybe, I assume they will soon bring even stronger goalkeepers. Or else it won't, right? Now that they brought these real characters, real players from football, anything could happen, In Tsubasa, all the goalkeepers are already here, exists, but they might bring some, like, goalkeepers like, I don't know who, but like Oliver Kahn or... Sorry, I'm old. I don't really know the recent ones, but that could happen, right? So, watch out, guys. Although these guys look super OP, you never know what's going to happen next. With Clav, they just bring new character right after one after another. So, until yesterday, Roberto was the other Roberto, the manga Roberto, the coach guy, was number 1, I think. I thought it was the number 1 player in the game, but not anymore. In like 1 week, it's no longer number 1. Right? I really think this Roberto Carlos is better. Well, of course, that other Roberto has hidden ability, which is really useful. So that's good. I know that he's still one of the greatest player in the game, but when it comes to shot or like dribble, this dude is way better. So, yeah. So anyways, that's Roberto. And as for Roberto, you could also get other skills from other cards, which you can get from login or SR. But for this Roberto, I don't think you need to do that because his stats are really weighted on only 3 things: dribble, shot, and tackle. And he already has all that here. You don't need you could get pass or intercepts from other ones, but you're not going to use it. With this stats, no, I don't think so. So I don't think you need to worry about that. Yeah. Well, it's not that hard to get them, but I don't think you'll use it. So I personally don't really care. Yeah. And last but not least, Guti. Is he good? Yes, he is. He's just like Pierre Green version. So he can do dribble, pass, tackle, and interception at a very high level, all exceeding 10,000 when his passive is activated, which is midfield master, was it? So he gets 15% additional boost on top of his stats. So it's just like Pierre. Okay, so when that happens, it's the right sell, and his team skill is skill type European all parameter 15 or just European 10%. And he can do double position, OMF or forward, but because of his passive, I wouldn't use him as forward because then you'll have to fight mainly with the middle cell, which is not that great. Okay, so probably most of you guys will, if you get him, use him as midfielder, right? AM. Okay, and what kind of skill does he have? He has his main skill is magical pass or whatever, which is S rank pass, which strength is 480 at max. It's super strong passing skill, and when you multiply that by the passing stats that he has, it exceeds 60,000. And then he also has S rank dribble, which is also 480, which is super strong. It'll end up, his actual figure will end up as 54,643, which is also strong. And also, he has shot, S rank shot. But as you can see, his stats, shooting stats is really low, so I don't think many of you will use this. But because he's like Pierre, he could do what midfielders want. You could get intercept or tackle from other cards. So you would definitely want to put that on him if you get him. Yeah. So yeah, that's about it. I hope you guys succeed in getting these, or at least one of them, because they are really OP, at least for today. I don't know what's gonna happen next. They might bring Dream Collection still tomorrow or Monday, I don't know, or they might not, but they always have been, so you should be careful. It still might come. Yeah. So anyways, I hope you liked the video, and I hope everything is clear and you know how strong these characters are. Please do subscribe and hit the like button to support me, and stay tuned for my future video. Thanks for watching, and bye.